Will it pick up my face? Pick up my face. There's an eyeball. Picking up an eyeball. Oh, the light's good too. Hopefully it's not blowing me out. Oh, it's gonna be reflecting like crazy in my glasses. But we need light, damn it. Oh, boys and girls. Boys and girls. How do I even start this? I do YouTube videos all the time and I don't even know how to start this. Hey everybody, Wes here with Whittier Speed Shop and welcome to the first video on Whittier Speed Shop's channel. Today is Monday, Labor Day. It is September, gosh, I'm not gonna even remember what day it is, September 4th, 2023. I am sitting in the shop of Whittier Speed Shop in our warehouse space. Yeah, it's our first video. This is launch day for the website. It is actually right about almost 9. It's like 8:45 in the morning on this wonderful Monday. And think everything goes correct, we should be launching the website between 10 and 12 today. This video obviously is going to be going up afterwards, but the website is whittierspeedshop.com. I can't believe I'm saying that I'm launching a website. Now Whittier Speed Shop is launching with myself, my business partner, Sarah Railsback. For those of you that don't know, I did announce this on my Nostalgia Highway YouTube channel and social media and so on. I do have another YouTube channel called Nostalgia Highway where I cover car shows all over Southern California. And it kind of got announced over Labor Day weekend at the Ventura Nationals in Ventura, California. We did postcards in their goodie bags, and it was announced all over my social media and, like I said, on the YouTube channel, Nostalgia Highway, which I will link to that video. But this is Whittier Speed Shop. It is crazy. It is crazy. Like I've been working on, and I'll give you the origins of Whittier Speed Shop. The collection that you see around me, the parts, and this is just there's stuff behind this camera too and kind of all over the place. But Whittier Speed Shop, how it started was about a year and a half ago. Sarah's dad passed away. Now Sarah's dad was Craig Railsback, who with him and his brothers, well, and kind of the whole family, owned and started Blower Drive Service, the supercharger company. Fantastic product, still around. They sold it a few years ago. It's now owned by new owners and a lot of the employees that still work there, I know, and stuff. And actually a place that I worked in my my automotive career, I was a machinist there. Started out in blower teardown back when it was still diesel blowers and gross and not really gross, just a lot of diesel, like fuel and oil, and it was a dirty kind of job, but it was fun. Like it was a good experience in the beginning of my automotive career, which has been now almost 30 years long. But so in about February of 2022, Sarah gave me a call after her dad passed, and I knew her dad passed, and she said, "Hey, can you come down and help me go through his stuff?" Now she, of course, has lived in this world of automotive wonderfulness for all of her life because of her father, but she doesn't do it every day. I do it every day. So I have a day job. I work in the industry. I work for a restoration parts company. Obviously I have Nostalgia Highway, which I just mentioned. I love old cars and new cars too, but look at, I'm stammering. I'm so excited about today. I love car stuff. That's my life. That's my livelihood. This is what I love doing. And so she can basically tell you that's a manifold or a crankshaft or connecting rods. And I can tell you more application specific, like small block Chevy manifold, that kind of information. So that's why she brought me down, and I started going through everything. And he has a lot of parts. I mean, you can see the racks are full from behind us. There's LS manifolds over here, and we'll talk about those in a second. A few other parts and some ignition stuff that's right here on this rack, sorted in boxes. But yeah, so I came down, started sorting everything, racking everything, and she and I started talking, and we talked about, you know, kind of figuring out how to get rid of all of this stuff And at the same time, we realized that after Craig sold Blower Drive Service, he was side hustling, selling LS manifolds and doing a few other things, and he was just doing some stuff. And the battery is gonna die. The battery's gonna die on this thing right now. I can see it flashing. We'll be back. Pick up my face. Picking up my face. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, interruptions, batteries, silliness. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about. LS manifolds, collection. Oh, so as we're going through all this stuff, and I realized that Craig, Sarah's dad, had a side hustle. After he sold Blower Drive Service a few years ago, he just can't sit still, so he started purchasing up a lot of LS manifolds. As like I said, you can see off to the side of me right here, and he was flipping through them and selling them on eBay and so on, and he was buying other parts and flipping them, and of course he had a collection. I mean, he'd been alive for a lot of years and in the automotive industry, so he had a collection of stuff, all kinds of different crazy parts. But from us going through, we decided we want to kind of continue in his legacy, but also start a new business out of the deal. And Whittier Speed Shop was born. So Whittier Speed Shop, we are a engine performance parts company. We will be a distributor for all kinds of engine parts, anything domestic in the high performance market, from vintage speed parts to used engine speed parts, and also new speed parts. So companies like Edelbrock, Offenhauser, SCE gaskets, T&D machine products, and just to name a few brands. We will have in the beginning, because he had a mix of some used, just regular parts, replacement parts. We're not going to be really a replacement part company for the engine parts. There's plenty of those type of companies out there, but there's not a lot of high performance parts companies out there. Obviously there's the big boys in the industry, but there's not a lot in Southern California. And so initially we're going to be a online only store. We will be, who knows, maybe in the future we'll do retail. This is such a weird deal for me, because as I'm recording this, hold on, Sarah is messaging me happy launch day. So sorry for the interruption. I had to text her back, tell her what's going on. But where was I? Today's launch day. She's texting me right in the middle of me recording a video. It's craziness. Damn it, I'm totally lost where I was. Oh, anyway, yeah. So there are, initially, we're starting off with a small amount of products. It will not be everything that's in the collection. And we'll also, we are a distributor for companies like Edelbrock and some of the other ones I mentioned. And I'm not even close to having all that information done. I finished doing all this inventory of everything and taking photos of all of it, and of all the products that are in this warehouse, and that took me like a year and a half. Now, I wasn't in the beginning working at it like totally full-time in the evenings, because I have a day job, as I mentioned, but I really got after it and was working like almost 7 days a week trying to get this done. In the evenings, putting in a few hours, and then most weekends, like, as many as I could put in. And then when I finally finished, which was about a month ago, I built a website on Shopify in about a month. It was not, and I knew it wasn't going to be close. Now, my day job, I work with data from aftermarket companies, because as I said, I work in the restoration market. And I knew that to get all the data loaded in for everything, including the stuff that's around me, was not going to make it in a month. Besides having to design the website, get all the technical information in there and everything else. All the excitement, it's the stuff that's like, I mean, it's not the exciting part of the business. The exciting part is the parts. Like, I love this stuff. I mean, look at, I'm reaching over here, but look at, like, I don't know that I'm ever going to sell this, but this is a original vintage Mallory distributor cap. I mean, that thing's freaking cool. I mean, look at that. Oh, hold on, I gotta go get something else. Or one of my other favorites, this is a Wyand 471 4-carb adapter for a 471 supercharger. This is actually for sale up on the website. So we'll have things like this, vintage speed parts, we'll have new parts and so on. But I'm getting sidetracked. I'm getting sidetracked by cool parts that are around me. But what we're gonna do is that we will get through some of the kind of used parts that are replacement parts. Sorry, I had to drink some water. I had to get, there's a lot of talking this morning. I'm rambling. I don't even know where I'm going with this video. Where am I going with this video? Anyways, getting back to what we are. I'll give you, so we will be selling through all of this stuff. And like I said, not everything is up on the website. If you're looking for something specifically in the performance engine side, reach out to us. You can get us through our Instagram direct message, which is Whittier Speed Shop. You can go to our Facebook page, which is also Whittier Speed Shop, or you obviously you can go to our website and use our contact us and reach out to us. Also at info@whittierspeedshop.com. You can reach out to us and we can see if we can help find parts for you, especially new parts, anything from any of the manufacturers in the performance market we might be able to find for you. It's a little weird. It's a little weird that I'm doing this. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I am so excited. For me, this is going to be a side hustle for a little while. And I'm sure there will be a day when I go full time into this, but it's a little nerve wracking. I was talking, like I said, this launched at Ventura, it kind of got announced through my other social media, Nostalgia Highway, and kind of got announced at Ventura Nationals. And it was really great to see a lot, the outpouring from my friends about starting this business has been awesome. And the support from them has been crazy. The support from my business partner, Sarah, who I've been friends with for 30 years is, yeah. I mean, I don't, how do I even react? It's so overwhelming and cool, and I am so excited about launching this today. I love being part of this automotive community. I love it so much. Now, I've been in the automotive industry for, like I said, right around 30 years. I started, funny story, I'm doing inventory here one night, and I'm leaving the building, and I go to get in my car, and I realized, and what's funny is I don't know why it didn't pop into my head after I'd been here, but it was like 6 months after me being here. And the building that's literally in front of the building I'm in right now was where my first job was. I worked at a hot rod and regular repair shop that was right in front called Harv's Performance Center with my buddy Harv, who is still there, and his daughter more runs it than anything, but he's still involved very much in the business. He does a lot of EFI tuning, was his specialty, which is why he was one of Craig's best friends. Craig loved EFI. Craig had blower dryer service. He was president of the company. That was his gig. He really was the one who started it, and the rest of the family came into it too. And he was a supercharger guy. I mean, that was his thing. But he loved EFI. Craig loved EFI. He started working it in the 80s, and just, if in amongst this collection there's so much EFI stuff. It's interesting. Like, you can really see where his passions were by looking around what's in this warehouse. But yeah, so funny story is that the front building was where Harv's was my first job in the industry 30 years ago. And then blower dry service was in that same building. That's actually how I met Sarah. I met the rest of the family and her dad, Craig. And what also is kind of funny, and I just thought of this right now, is that I met the family, Craig and Sarah and her mom, I used to work at a restaurant down the street, and they would come in for dinner all the time. And I was going to school for automotive, and I didn't start out as an automotive guy. Like, I didn't grow up with a family member that was, well, I kind of did, an uncle, but he was out of state, so I wasn't like exposed to it all the time. And I went to community college, not knowing what direction I had in life at all. I mean, graduated high school, and I was just like, I have no idea what I want to do. And I took an automotive repair class. And it was just so, because I was being cheap and wanted to know how to change my oil. It wasn't anything exciting. It wasn't like, ooh, I really like cars or anything like that. And I got into it, and I was hooked. I was done. Like, it was like, okay, oil in the blood. I love cars. Like, it was everything about it. Everything about it. But it also made me then interested in manufacturing, and I learned welding, and I learned machining, and I learned whatever, all the things about manufacturing. And there was just, it like opened up so many doors for me. And then like I said, I worked at the performance shop, and then my first kind of job in an aftermarket company, I got hired as a mechanic at Hotchkiss Performance. I got hired as a automotive mechanic, as their R&D install mechanic. There was two of us, a gentleman named Paul and myself. And we were doing installs, and one day John walks out to me and is like, hey, you have customer service experience? I was like, I do? And he said, yeah, you worked at the restaurant down the street, as I remember. Would you, I want to move you into the work on the phones, which then I've worked sales and marketing, and I've done a little bit of everything. I've been a machinist, I've done welding. It's what's fun about this industry is that being that I've gotten to get exposed to all of it, work on cars, and it just deepened my love for this automotive industry. And then to get to here, 30 years later, where Whittier Speed Shop is getting launched today, it's crazy. It's crazy that I still get to play in the automotive industry at the age that I'm at. And I'm starting a business, and I want to take you guys along on that journey of starting this. Now, the YouTube channel, as I ramble on in this video, the YouTube channel will be, in the beginning, it'll probably be some of the startup stuff. And I had to do, there's a lot of like running a business, the parts side of it. This is exciting. Like, this is the stuff that everybody wants to see, build them. And we're not going to be a motor builder and engine type like machinist shop. We're a parts distribution company. It'll be a mix of retail, and we will also do wholesale for the local engine builders that are in Southern California. Or if you're anywhere, like if you're looking for a part and we can help you out with it, we will definitely do it. We will continue to add lines besides the ones that we already have, like Edelbrock and SCE gaskets and Offenhauser. We will continue to add product lines and products to the website, and products that even if you don't see them listed, but you see the brand there, we may not list everything on our website because it's like Edelbrock, and it's not Edelbrock Group. Let me put that. So it's Edelbrock, Comp Cams, Russell Fittings, TCI, the whole, I'm probably missing a brand. Oh, Fast is another one of theirs, and Lunati. So they have, obviously there's the Edelbrock Group. So we aren't going to potentially list everything that they carry, but we will list a lot of the parts on the website. And if you see that we carry that brand and you're looking for something, reach out to us. Again, like I said, through all the social media or through the website. And we'll see if it's a product we can definitely get for you. I'm kind of like, I don't even know, like, it's just, what am I doing today? Today's launch day, my friends. Today is launch day for Whittier Speed Shop. Today is launch day for Whittier Speed Shop. I can't tell you how excited I am. I can't tell you how excited I am. This is phone is going crazy. I don't even, it's so nuts that today is launch day. Gosh, where do I even go from here? So getting back to the building of a business. So I've had a couple side hustle businesses over the year. I've had nothing that's like this significant or big of an undertaking. So I've had to do things like I had to buy desks and build 2 desks. I have 1 desk. I have 1 desk. I do photography and video, obviously video, for Nostalgia Highway. And I've never done product photography, so I had to learn something new, which is kind of what the fun part about this is everything's learning new. Like the fun thing of learning some new hobby or undertaking, I like that, and learning to me I am a self-taught learner. That's more my thing. Like I've taught myself how to edit video, edit photography, and do all of that stuff, and it's all self-taught. And in today's world with YouTube, you can definitely learn how to do almost anything. And that doesn't mean you're going to be good at it. Need a little practice, but you can definitely learn anything. And so I wanted to get into product photography because obviously I needed to photograph all the stuff that's in this warehouse that I'm sitting in. And so I started doing figuring out how I was going to do a setup, and I bought a sit-stand desk, which is fantastic, and got like a white background, and I bought a bunch of aperture lights. I wanted to do constant lighting. I know I could do flash, but that way I knew exactly what I was doing. You can kind of see the setup here of what I was talking about, but it's like, so the desk goes up and down so you can accommodate taller parts like cylinder heads and that kind of stuff, or a stack injection unit, or those kind of products. And then so I built those 2 desks, and you got to do a computer setup, and then I got to put all this inventory into a spreadsheet and add pictures, and there's a lot of not fun stuff. And lucky for me, my business partner Sarah is really good at paperwork, which that sounds crazy, but she's really meticulous. And so us getting incorporated and making sure that we have our resale license and all those things that you need to basically have a business, she all put in order, all done. And I really appreciate that, because I could do that too, but I was working on this stuff. So the 2 of us just kind of 2-prong attacked it, and we've been building this business for, when we decided to do this, it's probably been close to a year, to be honest. Right around, it was probably I know for sure it's a little over a year that we decided we were going to start Whittier Speed Shop, and we kind of got all our paperwork done and got filed and started all this fun stuff, and here we are on launch day of Whittier Speed Shop. There is much more to come video wise. We will be doing a mix of tech videos and talking about new parts from all the manufacturers out there. And I got to tell you, and I'll do some feature videos on some of the parts in this collection. Now, some of this stuff that I may share with you will not be for sale, because we're going to keep it in the collection, and probably maybe use it. Because this stuff is meant to be used. This isn't. I know it's cool, but it's meant to be used. And I've been sharing photos on my Nostalgia Highway channel, because we hadn't really announced the Whittier Speed Shop stuff yet. But I've been sharing some of the crazy vintage parts, and the one I showed you, and there's just this is so much. This is so weird. It's so weird that today is launch day. Today is launch day. It is now 9 o'clock, and we're going to be launching Whittier Speed Shop officially today. Like I said, getting back to, if you've lasted to the end of this video and my crazy rambling of life and chaos, and I got to tell you, I have been a nervous wreck all weekend, and excited, and yeah, it's what I realized is that anytime you're starting a business, it's never going to be ready, ever. I could work on the website and the rest of this for another year or 2 potentially. It'll never be ready, but If you don't pull the trigger, you're never going to be in business. And that is the hard part. And I know for some people this isn't, I love doing this stuff. I mean, there's something about building something that's so exciting. And like I said, thank you for everybody that's stayed this long into the video. Thank you to everybody that has reached out to me in support and congratulating me on the launch of the business. I really appreciate that. I mean, the automotive industry is where all my friends are. The automotive industry is my life. I love doing this stuff, and I'm so excited to be able to connect with more people through the business. This is super exciting. And like I said, there will be more videos coming. And thank you for sticking around to the end of this long ranting video. Is it ranting? I don't know, rambling would probably be there, but I ramble a lot. So you guys know, my name is Wes, and I'm a rambler. I ramble a lot in my videos, always have. It's who I am. I am a talker by nature. Again, thank you for sticking around. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notification bells for Whittier Speed Shop's YouTube channel. Make sure you check out the website. It is whittierspeedshop.com. Our social media is Whittier Speed Shop everywhere. We are on Facebook and Instagram, and I know there's a bunch of other ones like TikTok, and I don't have time to keep up with all of them. So, but we're gonna do those two for sure. And I got to tell you, I can't tell you how excited I am. This is the craziest day of my life, to be launching this business that it feels right. There's just things in life that feel right, and this feels right. Thanks again for hanging out, and we will see you in the next video.
I'm a nervous wreck, guys. Nervous wreck and excited.